just as I thought, I was coming to a near end of uploading videos on these new bugs that have been introduced into GTA Online. I have just recently come across a new and pretty bad game-breaking bug of GTA Online. That's pretty much game broken. So before I get into those details, for those who do come across this video, I personally have found out YouTube has a very hard time recommending my content to the right people. So if you guys did come across this video and you do enjoy the information, or do, like, you know, you're informed of what I just gave you out of this video, I hope you guys do leave a like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more content, including bugs and other random stuff that I upload that I hope you guys would enjoy, because YouTube itself is having a hard time recommending my content. But anyway, so without that stuff, you know, I would sincerely thank you if you did like. So now, this bug, basically, before I get into the details of this bug, it revolves specifically around your personal vehicle and Morse Mutual insurance. Now, what this bug does, before I get in detail, I'm going to explain you the little story in case you still do not know this exists in GTA Online, or you are a new player and you're inexperienced. So I will help guide you to an idea of what happens. Let's say you own a personal vehicle that has insurance, right? And you take that vehicle out and somehow some helpless moment situation occurs and you get blown up, as well as your personal vehicle. Now you can always go into contacts and call Morse Mutual Insurance, which will reclaim your vehicle, assuming you have available insurance on your vehicle. Like you can see, like, just you know, right there, you can just press Z on PC, or probably down, I think, on controller, and you will be able to, let me adjust this, and you will be able to reclaim your vehicle. Now what this bug does, first of all, no one knows how it's triggered. Not even I know how it's triggered. Okay? What this bug does is it randomly chooses a vehicle that you own out of so many vehicles that you do own, out of so many garages that you do have available to you that has said personal vehicles, including your HANGAR vehicles, by the way, including your Terrorbyte's garage's personal vehicle, Oppressor Mark II. But still, any vehicle can be involved in this game-breaking bug where your insurance just disappears. It just doesn't exist anymore. So you have the rare chance, a very rare chance, but it does happen often now to many players after the new DLC dropped a couple days ago, where your insurance just doesn't exist anymore. So you might be lucky if your vehicle gets blown up, you can still call Morse Mutual and you'll be able to reclaim your vehicle. But now there's a chance that your vehicle's insurance could be bugged and just not exist anymore. And if it gets destroyed, well, you can't call it back, and you have to spend, assuming the vehicle is even available, by the way, because they removed 200 plus vehicles from online in-game websites. Assuming it's available, you have to repurchase and remodel your vehicle back to the way it was for, like, you know, especially if it's this vehicle right over here, that's base price is $1.4 million. You have to pay almost $2 million to remodify it the way it was before, so you even remember its modifications. Now, what I assume happened that triggered this bug to exist, what I think is, first of all, it might be an issue with modders, maybe, where there's a new mod that's going around, where previously, I already know from experience, there are modders that can remove your character from passive mode and be able to kill you, just like that, assuming their mod menu is pretty good, I would say. But I know that exists, so pretty much what I'm assuming now, that's probably not true, but maybe through mod menus they can remove your personal vehicle's insurance without you even knowing, and then they blow you up, you lose your vehicle, and tough luck. You know, modders can do anything nowadays, but I'm just assuming. If not, then I would blame Rockstar's fault. Either generally along the lines of the fact that they removed 200 plus vehicles from the in-game websites, they have also, on top of everything, since this involves Morse Mutual Insurance, there was a recent update to Morse Mutual Insurance that gives them more quote-unquote professional lines. Every time you try calling Morse Mutual Insurance, you always reclaim a vehicle and they always go like, I think we can handle that, or I think we can do that, or some other BS, I'll do my best, whatever they say, but now they say professional-ish looking lines of, with Mars, it's mutual, or some other fancy stuff. So I think along the lines of an update with Mars Mutual, something has happened with personal insurance on your vehicles, since that's the only insurance company that exists in this game, quote-unquote, fictional insurance company. But I think somewhere along the lines of coding, they have made a mishap, and all or some select vehicles that has been sent through whichever code that they've done, whatever complicated situation has gone through, long story short, basically affects the insurance of whichever vehicle you have. Okay? Now, with that out of the way, with how I assume this bug got triggered in the first place, which is not players' fault, which is probably maybe not modders' faults, considering it happens to many people and it's been going on just like the past couple of hours, as far to my knowledge as it has possibly extended to. But I personally have 2 ways that you could avoid this bug, which might be very, very painful and tedious, especially to some people like me who have a ridiculous amount of vehicles, and I'm saying like a ridiculous so one thing I do suggest is if you go into your interaction menu by pressing M, or I think it is center button, I think somewhere for like PlayStation controller or Xbox, I'm not sure, I don't use controller much, but whichever button opens your interaction menu, you go nearly towards the bottom and you set your spawn location to whichever garage you feel like respawning in, and then you change session. When you rechange session, you will spawn in that garage or apartment that you set yourself, which could even be your hangar, could be your bunker, could be your nightclub, whichever one you choose, and then you will go up to any vehicle you have and you press the button Z to see if your vehicle has insurance or not, which I wouldn't really trust the system of the insured looks on top of your vehicles in your garage, because I know for like many years there have been a state of let's say something that happened where all your vehicles would be claimed as not insured, even though they would actually be insured. So maybe they made an update with that visually to make vehicles finally look like they're insured. But I would personally recommend, if you don't want to go through the hassle of searching through all your vehicles, especially with HANGAR, it is much more difficult since you can't really check insurance on HANGAR related vehicles. So if it gets destroyed, tough luck, I guess. I'm sorry to say that. Yeah. So stay away from HANGAR vehicles if you fear it might get destroyed permanently for now. But still, I personally recommend whichever vehicle you feel like driving the most, stick to it. Whether it's your Oppressor Mark II, or me with my Ocelot Peria, or my Coil Cyclone, you want to go to your vehicle and see if it's insured. If you really want to make sure it's insured, which I would definitely recommend for those who especially like their vehicles and wish to reclaim it in case it gets destroyed by like stupid kid griefers and other BS of Rockstar games, I would recommend taking it to an actual LS Customs. And what you want to do with that vehicle is go into the Loss and Theft Prevention tab, and if you see this icon, even if you press enter on it many times, you will see your vehicle is already insured, which means you're good. You don't have to check necessary LSC. You could even go underground and check it there. You can check it in any vehicle workshop that you have, as long as it's suitable to be able to be modified in said workshop. You can even be in your office, and assuming you have a vehicle workshop there, you can modify your vehicle there and see your your full coverage available for your vehicle there. So there are at least some ways that I've given you to be able to like check over your personal vehicles. Of course, like I said, HANGAR is harder to check because there isn't necessarily an option to check that. So if you don't have insurance for that, whether you like it or not, whether you would know or not, which probably you won't be able to know, if it gets destroyed, the only way to find out is, of course, through your interaction menu and looking through your available aircrafts that you can call in from your hangar directly through interaction menu, which is of course Rockstar. you know, Rockstar Verified menu, which I definitely recommend. It's a 0% chance for you to get banned. But anyways, those are all my personal details of how I've understood this bug to take place. That is the best understanding that I've possibly told myself, that I assume at best that is how the bug gets triggered, and these are the best ways that I've given you to basically avoid, you know, any catastrophic casualties to personal vehicles that you may own, to prevent them from being destroyed permanently because of Rockstar's failure to maintenance the game. So many bugs that they've released and I'm still not done. Whoever did come across this video, I do thank you for watching till this very moment. I still have many other bugs left to upload, by the way, and of course I'm recording this late when I'm tired, and I've just been testing out one bug and how to trigger it for the past 3 days, and I'm finally probably almost done, but at least I got the average details in place, so I might make that video later tomorrow, whenever that is. Of course I'm recording in the morning because I was just busy testing this bug out for like the past 1 or 2 hours, and whichever vehicles I had non-insured, not because of this bug, but because I didn't actually insure it myself, so I finally took the chance and the time to insure it. But personally, I would recommend all of you right now to, first of all, go to every garage in an invite-only session and check your insurance status on each and every vehicle you have that's available to you. And if it says insured, by all means, check it with LSC in case, because chances are there may be even a visual bug behind that, which I've definitely noticed for many months for the past couple of years, or maybe even a past, like, couple of years ago, that your vehicle claims to not be insured even though it does have insurance. So I don't trust that in-game system anymore. And I do not trust the fact that I have heard about this bug, and if many people are saying that they are being affected by this bug, then chances are, I'm not idle, I'm still speaking, that chances are that this bug actually takes place. Not sure if this affects just solely new gen console players, or if it affects everyone, including older gen GTA Online players, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. I'd rather inform you of everything you may need or want to know, as best to my knowledge as possible for this bug. And for those who judge me for sounding too quiet, I'm sorry, I'm just very tired, okay? I've been testing out one bug endlessly for the past 3 nights. It's been tiring. I'm sorry, I need sleep. I've just been testing out bugs. But anyways, I hope you guys did stay tuned to the very end, and I do appreciate if you guys did watch. I especially do appreciate if you guys did like, subscribe, stay tuned for more of my content that will include new bugs that I've discovered in this DLC, anything you might find helpful, anything you might find entertaining, anything you might want to just sit back and enjoy, you know, a cup of tea and relax and sleep to or something. I don't know. Whichever content I release, hope you guys do enjoy regardless. And that is as far as I'm gonna go with information on this book. Oh yeah, by the way, I do have like over 100 vehicles. Like, if I do show it again, the image right here that I have, this might be painful for players like me who have so many vehicles, but it's the best way to be safe than sorry, okay? I don't want you to be sorry and be like, oh no, I took this vehicle out and 2 seconds later it got mod griefed and now I can't reclaim it. What must I do? And Rockstar support is only as helpful as a clown watching you die after getting shot by an accidental misfire of a prop in a circus. That's how helpful Rockstar support is, okay? So I wouldn't even want to risk having anything get destroyed without you having to go to them. I just want to make sure you guys stay as safe and sound as possible without losing your personal vehicles. Of course, like I said again, and I'll say it over and over, HANGAR vehicles, HANGAR related, I am not sure how to check that out because you cannot. There's no option to check that out. Especially if you have vehicles that are purchased from websites, they automatically come with insurance. So that should be a given. But in case it doesn't have insurance, which could affect any vehicle, I just rather you guys stay safe than sorry. And that's why I'm making this video right now, at this point in time at night before I wait until the next morning or next afternoon, which chances are I may not have time to upload those videos because of personal reasons. That takes me away from doing videos like these during the day, etc, etc, etc. Excuses, excuses, excuses. I'm just gonna say that's honestly true because unfortunately I have a life. Yeah. Good luck out there, guys, alright? Make sure to check your vehicles, check if they have insurance status. If they don't, even if you want to make sure, which I definitely recommend, do take them to an LSC. You can take them to any LSC in town. You can even take it to your auto shop. You can even go underground and check it there with the mod options that they have available over there. There is options around the map, especially if you own an auto shop. That's definitely most useful. But yeah, more bugs on different, or more videos on different bugs rather, for GTA Online are coming soon. Hopefully when I'm not this tired, hopefully when I finally get rest after endless hours on testing out one bug, because that one bug has so many ways you can perform it. It's ridiculous. Anyways, that's what I'm gonna say for this video. I know I'm rambling on and on, but I'm trying to get the watch time because YouTube is having a hard time recommending my content. So again, about that, if you guys do come across this content, I sincerely hope you did leave a like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more content that you may find entertaining, enjoyable, just to chill back, anything, okay? I'll upload anything, as long as you guys enjoy it, okay? Thank you for watching, and good luck with these. Especially for people who have like so many vehicles, I would say that's going to be a hard task on its own, but regardless though, whichever vehicle you have that you use the most, check that at least, and anything else that comes across later in time, check that out later, okay? But do check it out before you take it into a public session and get blown up by oppressors, Kanjalis, and an orbital cannon strike nuke thing, or a Kasatka missile, okay? Be safe out there, and good luck. Rockstar, fix your fucking game though, like please. We're done with these bugs, just make it fair finally. Stop making it unplayable. Okay, thank you for watching, for real.